Good afternoon, Year 11 and Year 13. Today's assembly holds particular relevance with what's going on at the moment, and I wanted to look at resilience and what it means to be resilient. And you'll see the link, why it's important to be resilient at the moment when Miss Nazim presents her part of the assembly in just a moment. So what does it mean to be resilient? It's the ability to recoil or spring back into shape after bending, stretching, or being compressed. Now that's its quite literal meaning, but actually it's to be resilient means to keep on getting back up despite what is being chucked at you at that particular time. Despite the obstacles, to keep on learning from those and to keep on trying, to keep on working hard. It's not easy at the moment, obviously, and this does take on a particularly strong meaning, which as I said, Miss Nazim will discuss with you now. Obviously, I'm sure you'll be able to work it out from these pictures what we're talking about.
Good afternoon, Year 11s and Year 13s. I hope you're all well. So, carrying on from Mr. Simmons. So, Mr. Johnson made an announcement that there will be no exams for A-levels and for GCSEs. So keeping that in mind and keeping in mind being resilient, we need to move forward and make sure that each and every one of you get the best grades you possibly can. But as teachers, we can't do this without your support, because you are going to be the ones who are going to provide us with the evidence. So first thing we know is that there's going to be centre assessed grades this year in the summer for A-levels and for GCSEs and for vocational courses. We also know that the schools are closed at the moment, so everything is done virtually, and we do need to make sure that you are all attending every virtual lesson and doing all the work that is being given to you and being set and being resilient, and just keep working your way through everything that is being given to you by your class teachers, and talk to them also about how you're feeling so that they can support you and reassure you that we're all working together for the same goals. You do need to make sure that you are, like we've already said earlier, being resilient. So you are working your way through everything, be it classwork, be it homework set, be it coursework, be it preparing for the mocks that you will do hopefully when we return back to school. What you do need to remember is that the summer grades will be evidence-based. So we do need all the evidence we can get from each of you to award you those grades. So what this slide shows you are the types of evidence that we will be looking to collect, and we are collecting. So from term 1 and term 2, we have your knowledge organizer tests, we have your assessment tests, we have mock tests, and we are still collecting more and more evidence. So please make sure you are working the best you possibly can. You're talking to us and your class teachers for any support, any advice, because we're all here and we are all, working together to make sure you get the best grades possibly. Okay, thank you.
In terms of next steps, I think it's really important that you remember not to panic. Okay, that's not going to get you anywhere. It's really difficult and easy for me to say that at the moment, but we're very much in the dark still about how these assessments, how these exams are going to be graded, what that will look like. But the point that was, the last point that was made on the last slide is that you need to continue to work hard. Okay, albeit for potential mock exams if we come back, your online learning, any work that you're set online at the moment, and then when we do come back into school, your classwork. Okay, this will all be used as evidence. You need to attend all lessons virtually and complete all work to the best of your ability, as final grades can be dependent on engagement with the work set, i.e. how hard you are working, and revise for your mock exams. I think the key here is just to keep on going. I know it's difficult and we can empathize with how hard it is for you, but you just need to keep on going. And it probably does feel like you're going around in circles at the moment. You're working really hard, many of you, and not getting anywhere. You just need to remember that actually success isn't always just that straight line. This is what it really looks like. Even more so for all of you at the moment, and also the Year 11s that went through last year. They can empathise with how that was. so it's not easy. You just need to continue to work hard. It's a very, very tough situation for both year 13s and year 11s, but success is never going to be that bump free easy road. What helps you to be resilient during lockdown year 11 and 13? Well, knowing what distracts you from learning and settling quickly after a disruption, making sure that actually that that's going to distract you, your phone's going to distract you, so you put it down. Okay, during this time it's vital that you are engaging, that you are working, so avoid those distractions. It's important to have a routine. Make sure that you get up on time to begin your learning. Make sure that you're doing the things that you would normally do, having lunch at a set time, your breakfast. Maintaining that routine is so vitally important, and not being put off by difficulties and finding ways to overcome them. Reward yourself. There's absolutely no harm in giving yourself breaks, giving yourself time, things that you look forward to, albeit that particular program on Netflix, or playing your computer game for an hour. There's no harm in rewarding yourself, because it's about looking after yourself. And that's about working hard, but also giving yourself time to relax as well. You need to keep going. So your tutor is going to show you this video. It's quite laggy showing it through here, so they're going to show that to you. The key message really from this assembly is, as soon as we have any more information, we let you know immediately. You keep on attending your live lessons. You keep on working hard. You keep on submitting work, because all of this could be evidence for both year groups when we are, collecting evidence in order to award final grades. Okay, so please make sure that the evidence that you provide us is the strongest that it can absolutely be. Thank you very much for today's assembly. We hugely appreciate it. Take care.